Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I was with 3 friends of mine. 1 from the mountain and of course 2 from the lake. Actually, we are attending some funerals today, 2 funerals. One for Ben Aguko, our good friend who is the owner of K-City here in Kisumu. And later on, we'll also join the Dienya family in Awasi. So the friend of ours from the mountain started telling us a story, how William Ruto is losing the grip of the mountain very fast, and that if Raila Odinga were to position himself strategically, then Raila Odinga will easily become the next president of the Republic of Kenya in 2027. And according to this guy, he's so sure that if elections were to be held today, William Ruto would not garner, or at least he would lose of the votes he got, almost a quarter or if not a half of those votes. Then we asked him some simple question. My friend Adede asked him a very simple question, that it's true Ruto is losing the mountain. Then who is gaining? Is Raila Odinga gaining votes in the mountain? The gentleman could not answer. In fact, there was a general agreement amongst us that if elections were to be held today, there's still the possibility that the mountain will still vote for Ruto against Raila Odinga. But that equation is likely to change if, for example, Azimio were to front Kalonzo Musyoka as the candidate. But then the question is, which I remember one of our friends again from the lake was now asking, when was the last time you saw Kalonzo outside Ukambani? Anajituma kweli. So which begs the question, can Kalonzo, assuming Ruto, it's Ruto and Kalonzo. So the question was, can Kalonzo benefit from the mountain? Which is true, he can easily benefit from the mountain. But what is he doing to retain or to sustain Raila Odinga's stronghold? Because it's not moving. Kalonzo Musyoka is either attending a funeral in Ukambani or addressing a press conference, but is not getting out of Ukambani, which means Kalonzo is also not gaining from Raila Odinga's stronghold. So the general consensus is that Ruto is losing the grip of the mountain. And I said today, let me look at the reasons why William Ruto is losing the grip of the mountain. And probably you can also let me know who between Raila and Kalonzo can benefit from that loss. But before we get into all those details, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Without any further ado, let us head straight to the points, because we have 2 funerals we are attending after this. So I want to be at least very, very brief. Do you think William Ruto is losing the grip of the mountain, based on your own observation? And if he's losing the grip, why do you think the mountain are deserting him? For me, number 1, the mountain is really disappointed with Ruto. And they are angry with William Ruto, especially those who are in business. You know, when you give people hope that their businesses are going to thrive under your leadership, and you convince them like that, then they go ahead and give you their votes in the hope that their businesses are going to thrive under your leadership. Then you get the leadership, then their businesses are now on downward trajectory. The mountain is very angry.
As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, You can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
And that's why, if you listen to the voices of the mountain, especially those in business, you can clearly feel their pain. Now, let me take you to Kigomba, because that's where ordinary hustler is hustling from the mountain. And pay close attention to this lady. Once you've listened to that lady, then I want now to take you to another modern lady who is doing business of import of goods from China, and pay very close attention to what the lady is saying, then reflect on the kind of promises which they were told before.
30 utufahamishe jina lako na uweze kutuambia bajeti inaposomwa, wewe kama mwananchi unahisi vipi?
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Jeni Wanjiro, na nimekasirika sana kwa hii uchumi yenye tuko naye. Hata sasa ukiniongelesha sana nitalia mbele ya hawa. Kwa nini vijana wenye walikuwa wanafanya kazi mtaani walivutwa na walikuwa nakuja wananunua kinyasa kama hii? Wana support mtu mwenye ameweka hii nini hapa. Unga imeongezwa, sukari hatujawahi ona sukari inafika kilo 1, kilo 2 shilingi 500. Hapa sijui tumefika Amerika, tunauawa kama vile mwenzangu amesema, tunauliwa kama vile Makenzi anaua watu chini. Tunazikwa tukiwa uhai. Na wamama tumekasirika. Hii serikali penye inatupeleka kaburini. Inatupeleka hata sisi Shakahora. Wanatupeleka kwenye ziwa la moto. Hatuitaki. Mulikataa Raila. Raila alikuwa mtu wa kwanza kulilia watu. Raila ndio mwenye kuongoza hii nchi. Mpende
Now, from that lady from Gikomba, you can clearly see, you can feel the anger in her. Now, let's listen to the second lady.
At this point, people might think importers are okay, but we are not okay. Kwanza sisi wanabiashara wadogo, we are not okay at all, because this is the 3rd week we are unable to receive our air packages. Not because they are out of the country, no, because they are held by KRA. They are asking for crazy amount of money. I don't know where this country is heading to, but I might look okay, but deep down I'm not doing good. I have money, yes, I don't have enough stock. I can't bring in anything because zinapitia wapi? And also the shipping agents wenyewe pia sai, they are not even receiving more goods from the international offices, the outside offices, because zitakuja zijaze ofisi na zitatumwa. Zinatumwa na ndege gani na huku tayari ziko offload. It's tough. Mtu aongee tu na Zakayo, mwambie tu ashuke juu ya mti. Hiyo mti amepanda sana. It's really tough for us small business owners in Kenya. Kama sahi, I'm just feeling like sijui niende nikapigie nduru wapi. How do you even survive without enough stock? Really?
So from the second lady, it clearly shows that William Ruto is making their businesses very difficult. And because of that, you can clearly see and feel the anger in them. Remember the other day we saw the demonstrators from those people from Nyamakima traders, how they were demonstrating. The numbers. These are the people who voted for Ruto. This lady is actually part of the Nyamakima traders, but she's feeling the pain. So the mountain is suffering disappointment and anger. So that's the first reason why these guys are leaving Ruto. Number 2 is appointments to government. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta used to tell these people something, but they never listened. At some point, Uhuru had to say, wacha hustlers atawale. inawaramba.
Baya, semeni baya, semeni dynasty baya. Asra tawala.
As we speak in this country, it is clear for anybody to see that the appointments which are being done in the Republic of Kenya are not well balanced. They are skewed in favor of the Kalenjin. And I know sometimes, I was also talking to someone who is in the know in government. I asked him some of these questions, and he told me, you see, the problem we are having as a country, there's a strong feeling within the Kalenjin nation that they have the power now, and they're not sure of what will happen in the next few years. And because they feel that they left power for 24, after, after 20 years, they came to power after 20 years. After Moi was kicked out, Kibaki came, Uhuru. So it's 20 good years. So they want to make good use of these 20 years. So that, they want to make good use of these 5 years. So that even if someone were to come, then the Kalenjins will be almost every sector. I want to challenge you to just go and get the Gazette notice, which was released the other day, but I don't know why I can't get that Gazette notice. Huh? If you were to get that Gazette notice, there were some board appointments which were made. 5. Right? I think there were 4 or 5. Where the former Baringo governor, Chiptes Juwal, was appointed as chair of some committee there. Out of those, 2 are Kalenjin. And there's a Kalenjin person who replaced a Kikuyu. Then there is a Kikuyu who replaced a Kikuyu. Then there was another Kalenjin who replaced another Kalenjin. And then I think there was a Somali or someone from those chair, the 5 which were made. I think there were 4. So if out of 4, you have 2 Kalenjins being appointed, and it has been consistent like that, then there's that feeling that these guys don't own the government. And just recently, there was this appointment at KRA. I don't know how true it was, but the fact is, majority of Kenyans who went for that interview were kicked out. And there was a feeling that someone within government was actually monitoring those appointments from Rift Valley, from Eldoret. So there's a feeling that those who were appointed were majorly from the Rift Valley, 90%. And these things start like propaganda like this one, then they escalate. And it makes these guys so bitter. Number 3, why the mountain, Ruto is losing the mountain, is that the mountain is now coming to reality, that they were lied to. They're now coming to the reality that all politicians are hypocrites. And, if you listened to Rigathi Gachagwa's speech yesterday, when he attended that JKUAT graduation, this is a person who promised youths jobs. Then he's telling them that Mimi, as a truthful man, I have no jobs. There are no jobs. You are addressing people who are graduating. You don't even give them hope. You tell them that you are truthful men. But just a few months ago, you are telling these people that once they finish their education, you'll provide them with jobs. You'll create a conducive environment for them to create jobs. Then you also go and listen to what these guys used to say before and what they're saying now. Like, for example, listen to Ndindi Nyoro before.
I want to tell this government, we are giving them an ultimatum. Within 1 day, leo hii ikiisha, lazima waite mkutano wa dharura na waondoe hiyo maneno ya kuongeza kodi katika mafuta. Watu wetu ya bodaboda wanaumia. Watu wetu wa matatu wanaumia. Wameumizwa na corona, wako na loans kwa bank. And it is very, very uncouth for the government to purport to increase the prices of fuel products.
Number 4, and I think this is the main reason why the mountain, Ruto is losing the mountain, is Raila phobia. Raila has been used as a strategy to mobilize the mountain. And it's always been used, for example, during the handshake, that it was the reason why the government could not work and the rest. Today, if you listen to ordinary Kikuyu, they're like, Kumbe Raila Odinga was right. Kumbe we should have voted for this guy. Kumbe, so they won't have that platform to run anti-Raila Odinga campaign in the mountain. Because now they are in the presidency, nobody's bothering with them. In fact, that's why I always insist that it's a good idea, but very wrong strategy for Raila Odinga to participate in the next demonstrations. Let Kenyans just suffer. But of course, someone somewhere will always penetrate Raila Odinga's camp and will always convince Raila Odinga to join anti-William Ruto's, to join the demonstrations, which for me is not the right strategy. Let Kenyans feel the pain. Let Kenyans themselves get outside there. And lastly, these guys are regretting. Look at it from this perspective. Uhuru Kenyatta was their president. As much as Uhuru Kenyatta was not accessible, Uhuru Kenyatta was able to ensure the Kikuyu's businesses are okay. He had these people here and there. He initiated several development programs from here, point A, point B, point C. So they're now regretting that, okay, we were told this guy is bad. The guy told us wonders, but now what we are seeing is totally different. And for me, from those reasons, Ruto is losing the mountain. But who is gaining from that loss? That is the question which probably you can help me answer in the comment section. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.